$3,356.11.
All right, I'll let them know. What else? That was pretty much about it. Also they wanna know by any chance if they can somehow get the city to agree on, renting or having a lease with, a company that does with, carpets. Either it might be Cintas or something, so they can lay it on the floor. Once they lay the stripping, they're afraid that the water from folks' shoes and snow and all that will then destroy the work that they would put on those, floors. So we're hoping to maybe get, some carpets to put underneath by the bleachers. So when the kids or parents or anyone that's watching the basketball team or any sports teams like soccer play, that they'll have carpet there so it'll absorb that water instead of the wax on the floor.
I would think Julian needs to look into that.
Well, absolutely, and I know that we also have some CDBG money for that place. We need to get back on that project and get that all up to date too. So there's lots of work that we need to do at the Civic Center.
All right, Mayor, I just want to say Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a blessed Kwanzaa to everyone. I yield the floor. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
John,
Oh.
my haste and old age made me forget the fire report on my kitchen table that I haven't printed off. Can I read it?
Sure, please, please.
The fire chief report for the month of November 2022. 31 alarms total, 3 automatic fire alarms, 3 structure fires, 1 flooding call, 11 EMS assists. Landing zone 3, carbon monoxide 1, vehicle fire 1, standby in Stockdale 1, brush fire 1, structure fire in Charleroi 1, structure fire in Dunleavy 1, automatic fire alarm 3, structure fire Carroll Township 2, total responding men 330, firefighters, total responding firefighters 330, average responding per call 10.64, total man hours 446.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Gregor, would you like to give us your report?
Yeah, I gave this at the last meeting, but I'll give it again. Parks Department for November 2022, all parks, buildings, and bathrooms are winterized. Picking up leaves in the park when weather permits, and help the streets department is needed. That concludes my report. I would like to, Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to pick your brains. You were talking earlier in the year about using ARP money for the tennis courts.
Yeah.
Do you have a contact person I could get hold of? Could I talk to you afterwards?
I've
Is
been
this someone-
bounced around at Dick's.
Pardon me?
I've been bounced around at Dick's a little bit. And that was more for like netting or like,
Were they talking about donations?
yeah, and the other thing, Dawn, what's it called? It's the new phase.
Pickleball.
Thank you.
Pickleball.
I couldn't remember pickleball.
Well, my thoughts on that would be if we're going to get this done and resurfaced, whatever, why can't we set it up for both pickleball and tennis? I imagine it would be just,
Yeah, I think it's the same.
It's
court,
the same.
though.
yeah,
They do it on
same
tennis
court, you would
courts,
just
yeah.
have different
Yeah.
lines
Different
painted.
lines,
Yeah.
Like on a football field, you can play soccer and football, just different color lines.
That's what the art money's, we like to have the art money for, Dawn.
And you were talking to the guys at Dick's?
Yeah, I'm trying to, they're bouncing things around. We haven't said to them officially, can we make a request, because they do donations. Even the Penguins do donations, for civic things like that. I think we have to narrow something down that we'd like to do, and then council as a whole would approach them, and then see, it would be more official. If that makes a little bit of sense, I'm not sure it does, but.
Well, yeah, it does. I imagine they'd want some numbers on what it would cost to do this sort of.
Yeah, what we're looking for, or are we just looking to say, look, we're out of art money, we decide fencing, new, asphalt, whole thing ripped up.
New surface.
Surface to completely, and would they like to donate the pickleball paddles and stuff like that, the
Or
equipment?
how much towards the rehab even.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
If we can get our costs down on the ARP end, if they would donate to the cost, we could use that money elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely, Don.
Okay, thank you.
But I would personally prefer if you would like to spearhead something like that, because it's your department.
I'm going to. I just wanted to know who, if you could give me a name of who you were talking to there.
Let me see if I still have something. I may not.
If you do, you could just send it to me in email.
Okay,
If not, I'll just start
like I
cold.
did.
Start cold.
One last thing before I open it up for public comment. Just want to reiterate one more time. If you're cold in the next few days, contact us. We will have the Civic Center, we will have the Orchard Church, both available to stay warm in. And we will be addressing that, so keep that in mind. At this time, I'll open it up for public comment on any item.
Hello, my name is Pino Cienflon, 45 Montravel Plan. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for giving the workers contract that was long overdue. So that's good. That's a good thing. I think all the employees. The other part is that I still believe that the police department is understaffed. The city workers, they're understaffed. The park, they're understaffed. And the clerical, they were understaffed. I understand you hired a couple of them, which is a good move. I don't expect you guys to do it all at one time, but I don't think we need to let that go over the year to where you don't have no one to take care of the things that need to be done in Menneson in order for Menneson to look good. So I think that right now that you've got a contract in place, I think you should look away. Number one is the safety of the people in Menneson. By doing that, is the police department should be hiring some people. I think they're done from when I looked about 10 years ago, they're done about a total of 11 cops at one point. But there's actually five, I think they have 6, but 5 are missing, they're not replaced, and 2 were part-time, but they're not there either. And that's the same thing with the city workers and the park department and the clerical workers, okay? That's all I have on that. That's a good move on your part. You're going the right direction. The other question that I have, and it's a question, you might not have the answer. I know in the last month, you the mayor, hired 2 ex-mayor, right?
I didn't hire them, but they are working with me, yes.
Okay, now, this is my personal view on that, okay? It's just my opinion, they didn't do nothing when they were in office, okay? I don't know what they're gonna do now.
They know people is the only
Number
thing.
one, how are they getting paid?
They're not.
Or they get, now, when you say no from the city, how about their little ring that they have? You mean they don't get traveling expenses?
The redevelopment authority does pay the,
I said in one meeting it was $100 flying, so I'd just like to know that up front.
well, okay, let me try to explain. The only thing that I am aware of, besides Social Security and so forth, that they're both entitled to, the chairman of the redevelopment authority does receive a $50 stipend every time he makes a delivery to Greensburg to get deeds processed.
Okay? So that means if you put him in that department now and he takes 10 trips, that's $500, right?
$50, not $500.
If he takes 10 trips,
Right,
it's 500.
right.
So is there a limit? Is there a double check-in?
Well, it's only the properties that are being transferred that go through. So it's only so many properties that we approve for
I just want to bring
handling.
it up front. It's going to come up.
I think he's got a total of maybe 4 times this year.
But we don't
I
pay
know
that.
that.
We don't pay that, Peanut.
Right,
I understand, but the money comes out of the authority.
right.
It's whatever
Okay,
they
so
sold.
the authority gets their money by selling property,
Correct.
Menneson property. So I know how it works. All I'm saying to you, that if you don't have control over, you know, the mileage, the trips, and the charge, you're gonna have an issue.
Well, that's the authority's responsibility to do that, yes. One thing, just from a philosophical perspective, we have 2 different things going on right now. We have the redevelopment authority and we have the Nehemiah CDC, the Nehemiah of Menneson CDC. It's my goal to try to get them to focus on residential property with the Nehemiah and commercial property with the redevelopment authority.
But, you know, I'm just concerned because those people were in office and they did nothing. So now you put them back in office, and I don't see them doing anything because it,
Well, they were put back in office by previous administrations. They are in the redevelopment authority together. So that's where they're been in
but
common.
I also know that they all got put out by Menneson residents. And
Right.
all three of them, they were told, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired.
My
Now you
personal,
hired 'em.
I didn't hire them.
Well, you brought them back in.
I started consulting with them. My personal feeling on this, to be real honest with you, is both of them have legacies that are not the best in the world. And we have good things happening in Menneson right now, and they want to be part of a good thing. I think that's part of what is going
I think
on.
they should have done it when they were in their 50, not when they're 90.
I agree. Better late than never, though.
Now, I'm just telling you, you know,
They,
if it walks like a duck and squawks like a duck, it's a duck. So that's what I see there.
they both have been tremendous aides.
We'll come back with that.
And it's
The
fine.
Meetings are open to the public, and I don't think that's a good move. Because they didn't do a damn thing when they were in office, and they're gonna do less now that they're part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Mayor, motion to adjourn tonight's meeting, December 22nd at 7:24 PM Eastern Standard Time.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Merry Christmas
Merry
to all.
Christmas,
Sign
be
this.
safe.
Email it.
I will send it first thing in the morning.
Don't
gonna-
forget.
I need to get Tony to sign it too.
Yeah.
Tony,
No, actually,
Sign this.
it's public, so it goes to,
Tan note.
it's an application for a tan note.
yeah.
They're asking, they're begging.
We'll just get somebody else to do it.
You know what my wife would say, oh,
Look,
Oh,
this is
hey,
nothing
Mayor,
compared to
Is
what
this
you've
like a
already-
bar, is this like a
Mayor.
Barbie
Yes.
dream house?
you have a good working relation with city
Rosalie, I'm
council?
gonna hang up on you. She already did.
I think she beat you too.
You got,
It's not working?
past, we used to use school district employees after hours to do that floor. 'cause
Since
they
they're
know
cleared.
how
Oh, did they do the floor? I don't know.
cheaper than iron, so
Well, they were the ones that were actually gonna be donating some of the equipment, but I think some of them were gonna donate some of their time to do it. They just needed
You get along
some of
good
the
with
materials, like they're gonna
the
bring the
board up there,
mops
don't
and
you,
some of
Mayor?
that, but like the physical wax and all that, they want the city to pay for that.
yeah, see if you can get them. to
You
come
didn't
in.
date yours.
Okay. Let's do it again. Thanks, Hub.
You didn't date it.
Good job, chief. Hey, Joe,
Get rejected because you didn't date it. I'm gonna be pissed.
So I can date it to 31st?
even if it's been a fast practice.
That's up to
I
us.
asked the
I
same
got-
question.
I got beat up a couple times
Yeah.
by different people.
I mean, that's
One of them
been-
was, one of them was really vicious.
Yeah. I mean, that's just been the practice of the city.